one of the major differences between conventional medicine, biomedicine and natural medicine is that from a philosophical point of view, from a principles point of view, natural medicine looks at identifying the causes or the contributing factors to an illness and dealing with them at that level. When we look at it, conventional medicine doesn't have a whole lot to offer in terms of chronic degenerative conditions, and I think this is where natural medicine, whether it's acupuncture, whether it's homeopathy or naturopathy or what have you, I think this is where it really stands on its own. We can sit down with a person, we can talk to them about their health condition, how long they've had it, the sorts of symptoms they experience, what sort of things make them better, what sort of things make them worse. Really get an understanding of what their life is about, what their quality of life is about. And then of course what we're looking at doing is improving that quality of life for the client, which inevitably means getting them involved. And I like to see the natural therapist as being something of a life coach as well as a healthcare practitioner. We're working with the client, getting them to change their diet ever so subtly to begin with, and then more gradually so that they're making more radical changes to diet and lifestyle, their patterns of exercise or activity or inactivity, looking at changing their beliefs, their habits even, which can be very, very challenging. But that's the stuff that really gets major change happening long term. So that's one of the ways that natural medicine stands apart, is very much different from conventional medicine. Of course, it's also important to treat the symptoms. There's no point sitting down with a client and putting them on a 2-month treatment plan if they're suffering from acute pain. And that's where things like acupuncture have a lot to offer. We're starting to see acupuncture be incorporated into emergency wards in more and more hospitals these days, because the research shows it's very, very effective in reducing pain, for acute pain as well as for chronic pain. Homeopathy too can be really, really effective in helping to reduce the level of pain and suffering that people can experience. At the same time, we may be using herbs, we may be using diet, we may be using massage and a number of other natural medicine approaches to get long-term improvement. But we mustn't forget about the symptoms and the signs of acute illness. Pain can be very debilitating, and without dealing effectively with pain, you're not going to get the person better with the other approaches that you use.